Hello and welcome to Lantern Lane Stories. Tonight's story is The Guinea Pig's Secret in the Cathedral. In the city of Cusco, high in the Andes Mountains, a little girl named Maria lives with her grandmother. Maria has a small guinea pig named Tiny with soft brown fur and tiny pink ears. One sunny afternoon, grandmother says to Maria, "Today, my child, I will show you something special. Something in the great cathedral. Something about your little friend, Tiny." The cathedral is cool and quiet inside. Light falls through high windows, making golden stripes on the cold stone floor. Maria holds grandmother's hand as they walk slowly through the long corridor. Grandmother leads her to one large painting hanging in the center of the chapel. "Look here, Maria," grandmother whispers softly. "This is the Last Supper. Jesus and his 12 friends sit at a long wooden table." Maria steps closer to see the old painting's colors, where she expects to see bread in the center of the table. There is a small brown guinea pig. Maria gasps softly. "Is that Tiny?" "Something like Tiny." Grandmother smiles gently. "That is a kai." Grandmother sits down on a wooden bench beside the painting. Maria sits beside her, holding Tiny gently in her small hands. Long, long ago, grandmother begins, her voice becoming soft. An artist named Marcos Zapata painted this picture. It was the year 1753. Maria's eyes grow wider. She cannot imagine a time so far away. Marcos was a Quechua man. His family always raised kwais. For his whole life, kwais were part of his celebrations and meals and home. Grandmother points gently to the painting. Her finger traces the air slowly. When Spanish priest asked him to paint the Last Supper, Marcos thought very carefully. He saw Jesus sharing a final meal with his 12 friends. And he thought, in my culture, we share the kai. The kai is what brings our people together at our most important celebrations. So Marcos painted what he knew best. What he loved most. Maria touches her guinea pig's soft fur. Tiny's tiny nose wiggles softly against her hand. Maria looks up at grandmother's gentle face in the cathedral light. "Grandmother," she whispers, "how long have our people had kais?" Grandmother's eyes grow distant, like she is remembering something very far away. 5,000 years, my child. That is a very, very long time. Before the Spanish ships came to our mountains. Before this cathedral was even built. Before your great-great-great-grandparents were born. Maria, 5,000 years ago, our Quechua ancestors learned to care for kwais in these cold high mountains. They learned which plants the kwais like to eat. They learned how to help them stay warm and healthy. They learned that kwais were strong, faithful friends through all the seasons. Grandmother's voice becomes like a lullaby, like wind moving through summer grass. Every year, thousands and thousands of kwais are raised all across Peru, in cities and villages, in mountains and in high valleys. They are part of our celebrations. They are part of our meals. They are part of who we are as a people, part of our history. Tiny settles into Maria's lap. The little girl strokes the guinea pig's back slowly, carefully. So when Marcos Zapata painted this picture long ago, grandmother continues softly, he was saying something beautiful. He was saying, "This tradition is sacred to me. The koi is sacred to me." He painted his love for his people into the holiest scene he could imagine. Maria looks up at the painting one more time, really looking at it. The tiny kai sits at the center, surrounded by the sacred moment of history. Then she looks down at her small friend Tiny, warm and breathing in her lap. "Grandmother," she whispers very quietly, "does Tiny know? Does Tiny know it is part of something so very old and important?" Grandmother puts her warm hand on Maria's head. "I do not think Tiny knows these things, my child. But you know now, and someday you will tell your own children and grandchildren. When you hold Tiny, you are holding 5,000 years of stories. You are holding the love of all your ancestors for this small friend. You are holding the moment when Marcos Zapata looked at his koi and saw something holy enough to paint beside Jesus in the greatest painting ever. Maria feels something warm growing in her chest. It is not only love for Tiny now. It is love for all the people, all the generations who held and raised kwais in these mountains across 5,000 years. As they walk out of the cathedral, the sun is beginning to set far away. The Andes Mountains turn pink and gold and crimson like fire. Maria holds Tiny a little closer to her heart. She thinks about Marcos Zapata, painting by candlelight so very long ago. She thinks about all the people in all the years, in all the generations who cared for their small friends in these high, cold mountains. Tiny yawns, a tiny yawn. Maria yawns too as the mountain air grows cool. The thin, cool air of Cusco wraps around them like a soft, safe blanket. And so Cusco also slowly fell asleep. Good night.